want to go back to a comment you made earlier, and I said to myself, I'm going to ask you about it. Then we got carried away. You said the FBI, someone from the FBI called you, and you're on a list of 50 names. Can you tell me more about that list and what action have you taken? Because I wouldn't have expected you. Like, I thought about people that we targeted. I'm not worried about myself because I always try to be in the middle. I'm more geopolitical rather than focus on US domestic politics. You do both, a lot more US as well, but you tend to be more moderate. I know you tend to be, you praise Trump a lot and you praise a lot of his policies, but you do it in a very
Yeah, I think Mario is right. PBD tend to be more moderate in the middle. He's not that kind of a guy who's gonna criticize and say hurtful words or trying to incite violence. So to see that the FBI caught him with this, I think this is scary. We are living in a scary moment, a scary time after this incident. So let's listen to what PBD has to say.
pragmatic way and you're critical of some things as well. Why do you think you're on a list and what actions have you taken?
Right. So good question. And by the way, I agree with you. I don't know why I'm on the list. When they called me, I got off the phone and I went about my business because I don't see myself as somebody that is coming from a place of trying to divide and conquer and, say things to get people emotional. But I will entertain having Tommy Robinson on. I will entertain having Anthony Weiner on. I will entertain having Andrew Tate on. I will entertain having a lot of people on the podcast. I had Netanyahu on. Go see my death threats that I got after the Netanyahu interview. Just let me.
Yeah, I watched the interview with Benjamin Netanyahu, and that interview was fantastic. I think he was trying to be fair, just being in the middle, asking pertinent questions, important questions, but it seems as if many people want him to, like tell Netanyahu, you are bad, you are evil, you are this, you are that. But I think his show is not like that. This guy is one of the brilliant guy out there in the media space, and he knows the business, he knows how to go around everything. So I don't think PBD is one of those guys who are going to be trying to create chaos in an environment where there's already chaos. So I think he's a moderate guy and fair guy.
Let me send you the screenshots and the emails and see what it looks like. So to me, it's not necessarily about how fair you and I are. There's the element today of guilty by association. I'm going to talk to everybody and anybody. It doesn't matter if I'm talking to Kim Jong-un. I'll go to North Korea to interview him. No one's off my list. Nobody is. Except if you're using certain words to incite violence, I'm going to step back a little bit and entertain what I'm going to have you on. There's been only 7 interviews that I've never gone live with. 7 people I interviewed that we had the footage we never went live with. But for the most part, we'll go live with people.
Have you shared who those are?
No, I've never shared who those 7 people are, but it's 7 interviews that I've done who I've never released to the public. And we have it till today. It's 7 names that we never went live with. And those were the interviews that they said certain things that I said, you know what? I'm just not comfortable with this. We're not going to go live with this. And we just never went live with it. But going back to this, so when I got this call, here's what the market looks like right now. So it's very easy today to use CGI and make, you say something about Israel, Qatar is funding you. You say something about Qatar, oh, you're getting funded by Israel. No, Qatar's giving you money. No, you're owned by Mossad. No, you are Intel. No, you're CIA. And today, it's so easy to say those comments and then, I agree. Oh my God, maybe he's right. Maybe he is. And then boom, the rest is history, right? You just have to be careful. And to me, when you're asking about security, it comes down to 3 things. We had an emergency meeting last week, right after when Charlie Kirk got assassinated, that night till midnight at my house in Orlando. And we said 3 things we got to address: home, office, going on the road. So here we have, we're going to put a few $1 million into increasing security in all aspects of our lives. And that's just things that I've been in the insurance business for the last 25 years. We've sold 750,000 life insurance policies. It's not that you're going to be buying life insurance because you're dying tomorrow, but when it does happen, you're protected. We're just playing defense to make sure that part is scored away, but nothing is changing. I'm not changing the podcast. I'm not changing talking about what I believe in. I'm not changing interviewing and saying the stuff that I believe in. You can't move on with fear because when you do that, the enemy is winning. The enemy wants you to be scared. Half the time, the enemy just wants to.
Yeah, guys, he's right. Half the time, the enemy wants you to be scared. Enemy want to make you be fearful, but he's always positive and he thinks the future looks bright. And I believe in most of his ideologies about the future looks bright. And I do believe because Jesus Christ is coming soon. God says the future looks bright, and we have to believe in that. That's my belief, and my belief is in line with his belief. He believes in God. I believe in God. He believes in Jesus. I believe in Jesus, and the future looks bright.
Scare the hell out of you and shake you up where you're like trying to walk on eggshells. I've never met a leader amongst leaders that walked on eggshells. I have met leaders amongst leaders who are careful with the words they choose to use. I think that we have to improve on. Walking on eggshells and leadership doesn't go together.
It worries me that you started this by saying like you entertain interviewing people like Tommy Robinson, like Andrew Tate. You interviewed Netanyahu. I've had Tommy and Tate last week, and I have Huckabee, not Netanyahu, I think tomorrow. So when you say this, I'm like, holy shit. All right, maybe I should consider it. I'm not on the list yet. But what's ironic is I haven't talked about it. It's like literally on the day that the shooting happened, and I haven't mentioned it because like it's not about me. But now it's been a few days. Me and the team were talking about, because I've done a lot of coverage with Pakistan, so I've received some threats from that country. I'll probably bleep it in the recording, but from that country I've received some threats. So we're talking about, hey, is Dubai really that secure? Should I really go do that interview in Eastern Europe? And then later I see that video of Charlie Kirk, and it's just a shock. It's a shock that what me and you do. You go home to your family, you come home, you come to the office, give your opinion, talk about topics that people like me want to hear, and then find out that someone else is doing the same thing, like Charlie just got shot in the neck and died in front of his family.
Yeah,
It
guys, that is devastating. No, I cannot imagine what his wife and family are going through. The kids seeing their father being shot in the neck like that, as if he's an animal just because of what he believes, just because he believes in the rights of humans, the right to what God has created, the right to be human, right to be in your right senses. And to see that this guy just got wasted like that, I mean, it's scary, not only to them who are out there, but also to us who are here, that never know who is watching you, who is looking at you, ready to get you out. That's why you have to live your every moment as the last. Believe in what you do. Be good, be positive. I think to an extent, Dubai is safe. Dubai is really safe.
does shake you. So it is a day that is hard to forget. Um, Now, when things like this happen, a lot of emotions are flowing, and you do get always you get these theories, and you address theories again, very direct way.
Yeah, guys, this was an amazing interviews that Mario did with PBD. You can go and watch the full interview on Mario's channel. You know. So yeah, I mean, comment below what you think about this. You think that PBD should be more careful? I think he should be more careful because these days, never tell. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this.